Hi, my name is Karen Daniel, and I am the Twitchy Stitcher here on FlossTube, and on Instagram I'm Twitchy Stitcher 01 on Instagram. Oh no. This is FlossTube number 10, and today's date is Friday, March 13th. I want to thank you all for dropping by and welcome to my craft room, to all my new friends, old friends, and everyone who just checking me out for a minute. Today I'm going to show you my WIPS finishes, challenge results, a bit of haul, and some plans. So the first thing I'm going to show you is Cup of Cheer, and I finished it at the very end of February, so no one's seen the final finish. And this is by Shannon Christine. The fabric is called Aurora Borealis from the sewingshop.ca. And so I finished this. This was my 24th and 25th of every month stitch, so I call it my Christmas stitch. It's more of a winter stitch than a Christmas stitch, but I thought this was so adorable that I just wanted to make sure everyone got to see the end results. And this was a total of 6,603 stitches. I started it in September of 25 and I finished it in February of 26. Now the next WIP I want to show you has a bit of a story. Oh, sorry about that. Has a bit of a story with it. It is Cottage Garden Samplings, the Northern Cardinal. And I'm sure you will have seen this. A lot of people are working on this right now. And mine has a bit of a story because I started it with the called for colors. And the called for colors ended up being a very deep dark burgundy that's Bing Cherry, a very peachy color, 350. And I was not happy with it. Cardinals here in southern Ontario, which by the way is a very snowy white day, are very bright red. They're beautiful birds, but they're not these colors. And even though it's an artist's rendition, I understand that I wanted my cardinal to be a little bit different. So I did a restart. And oh, I want to show you my bags this time. This is a bag by my daughter, Carla's Creations EST 2013 on Facebook. It has a linen back. So these bags are very sturdy, but I love this. And what I ended up doing was changing the colors. So let me see if I can get the... As you can see, I chose much brighter colors. And these colors are not in the original at all. I changed all 4 red colors. Upside down, sorry. I'm sorry. There. Now it's turned the right way. And you can see there is a lot of difference in the colors it was called for and the colors I chose to do it in. So this has only been worked on one day, but I intend on it to become my Christmas stitch. So it'll be my winter stitch for the next few months. And that is just on an 18 count Zweigart Rustico in oatmeal. Okay. The next one I have to show you is also a new start. Oh, I wanted to tell you who everyone is working on this that I know. It's for Melanie, her birthday. I practiced it and got it and didn't do it here. Her birthday sale. Laura, Mary, Karen, Amy, and Leigh, all friends of mine. They're all in the notes that I'll post afterwards, are all doing the cardinal. It's any bird you want. And I actually have a second bird and even a third and fourth that I'll talk to later. But that is for that sale. So I hope you check out all my friends and see what they've got done. The next new start was the Graveyard Biscornu by KEB Studios, who also has a floss tube. And I started this the 1st of March. This is on a 14 count printed Celestial that I got on Amazon. It's 80 by 80, so I'll have to do a front and a back. And as you can see, I have finished the black cross stitches. I still have to do the ghosts, and then I have to do all the legs and all the things that go on with all the other little critters. And this is what it looks like. And this is from the Halloween, just cross stitch, the Halloween edition in 2025. So I still have the ghost to do, and then of course the bottom, spider webs. And I'm going to be doing them in a glow-in-the-dark fabric, which is why I'll do all of it at one time. And Karen, the Stitching Owl, finished this a month or two ago. So if you go back in her videos, you can also see it. And so that should be done this month. I hope to even fully finish it this month if it goes according to plans. The next one, also in a bag from my daughter. But this one, she has the, forget what the striped fabric is called. But I love it. And then this one is the Pink Flamingo. And it is by Stitchcraft by Mary, off of Floss 2. No, off of Etsy. And this is what it will look like when it's done. So this is my second birthday sal with Melanie of Uplift Stitches. This is 5,378 stitches. It's just on 14 count white Aida. And I have the legs done. I like flamingos, but this is the first one I really wanted to stitch. And I think when you see that, like, I love the pink and greens together. So this is just a fun, quirky stitch I wanted to work on. Oh, and this bag also came with accessories. Okay, the next one is Shannon Christine. Always have Shannons on the go, you know that. This is another bag for my daughter, and I'll have her linked. And this is called Spring Pots. And this is it right there. I wanted something to bring spring, and boy, do I need it on a snowy day like today. This is on a fabric called Drip Drop. It's 14 count by Kaylee, thesewingshop.ca. Now, what I did was I changed the colors. So as you can see, it's black with all the text in white. And I decided to go with a bright pink. So this is just a very center start. And it's, how many stitches is it? 3,245 stitches in total. And so I'll be working on it more this month yet. So I just did the yellow flower. Now, if any of you are doing this pattern or thinking about doing this pattern, there's a couple of serious mistakes in the chart. Shannon doesn't have an errata list, so there's no place you can find things that you need to watch for. So if you drop me a line, I will tell you where the mistakes are. Caught in the wire. Okay, the next one, a Joan. And this is the Sorceress. If you watch Katherine and Lily, she just finished this recently and has it fully finished and framed, and it's stunning. And what I did was I worked on, this is my WIPGO for this month, or one of them. I worked on the pillow and the goblet. And then I came up, and for the birthday sale, I did the owl and started the raven. So I almost have the top section done. Let me get a picture of it. So I started this in May of 2024. And this is what it will look like when it's done. And as you can see, I chose a much different, brighter fabric. And there. So this is 18,722 stitches, and I'm about 35% right now. So I'm getting there. The next WIPGO is a whole lot of latte, which is a dimensions kit. It's by Barb Tortolotti. I think that's how you say her name. And I'm sure it's an old one. It's been around for quite a while. And this is on 14 count partridge by thesewingshop.ca. And so far this month, I've done all the blue, the stripes, and the green. So I've got quite a bit done, but my WIPGO is 2,100 stitches a month, so I still have 2 more days to work on. And this is 2 days of work so far. So I should be able to finish this mug and get started with another one that goes up in there. They're just such bold, beautiful colors. And if you like working in chunks of colors, this is a good stitch for you. You can really get several threads of each color in at a time. The next one, another Joan. And this is my Monday project for this year. So this is taking over Threads of the Universe. I had to put that on hold. I was having problems with the 20 count, and I only have 10 times magnification. So it's on hold until I get new glasses. So I just didn't want to struggle with it. Once I get my new glasses, I should be able to do it a lot easier. So hopefully it'll be picked back up in a month or two once I get that all straightened around. In the meantime, Mermaid's Realm is become my Monday stitch. It's by Joan Elliott. And instead of doing it in black, I'm doing it with an Anchor 1029, which is a deep, deep red purple on 16 count Baba Ganoush by the Sewing Shop. And this is in a Sewing Shop bag. Kelly had a sale a few months ago, and if you spend a certain amount of money, you got a free bag. And I love her fabrics, so I had no problem spending that amount of money to get the bag. Oh, there's the back of it. Cats. I love it. Anyway, so last month I got this whole section done. And so far this month I have got this far done, and I hope to finish this. This is only about a half of this section. As you can see, there's sharks and seahorses and some other ones in this section right there below the numbers. So I'm just trying to get half of that section done. And this is the total stitches of 22,594 stitches. And I'm just a little ways in, so it's going to be a while before this one goes anywhere. Oh, and I wanted to show you my dollhouse because you didn't see it in February's finish. So in February, I worked on the kitchen. I got part of the wallpaper done. I got the aga done. This is an Edwardian dollhouse. And I got more of the kitchen cupboards done. I'm going to be working on the sink next. And there's a shelf and there's a laundry basket right there. So I'll be working on this part at the end of the month. And I didn't do the back stitching on the door yet, so I'll have to do a whole bunch of back stitching once this section is done. And it's a Maria Diaz pattern. So I have it all done down to there. And this is my leap year Sal. So I belong to a Facebook group that was started in the leap year. And I hope to finish it next year, so a year early. So I hope it only takes me 3 years to do this instead of the 4 years. Just roll that back up. Another bag by my daughter. And this is, oh, this was the one, there's the matching one. And this was holding my dollhouse. The next thing is Local Conditions by Satsuma Street. And this is my temperature chart. This is on 16 count Baba Ganoush by the Sewing Shop. And these are using Jodi's colors, the suggested temperature she needs. This is January, February, and March up until last Sunday. I work on it every Sunday morning. It's about 100 stitches, so it works really quick. And it's a beautiful little cityscape, and I just love the colors. Even though it's frigid temperatures, I have to admit I love those cool colors. And this is what it looks like when it's done. And mine will have cooler temperatures through April and probably cooler temperatures towards the winter again. And the last one I'm going to show you is Enchanted Rachel. And she is my oldest WIP that I'm currently working on. I do have a WIP that's older that I'm going to probably talk about next time I see you, because I will have firm plans about what I'm doing with it. So this is Enchanted Rachel by Teresa Gill. And what I've done this month is I've worked on her hair. Right through here and some of the brown in here. And filled in a couple of odd spots. So she's big. Let me just... She's a very colorful gypsy lady. And anyone familiar with Teresa Gill knows she does fabulous gowns. And what she will look like when she's done is like that. So I still have to finish her hair and do the frame with the lanterns around this. And then about, I think it's 7 Krynic colors and at least 7 or 8 bead colors go in that. So she's going to be quite a while before she's finished, but I really hope to finish her this year. Because she will be getting framed once I finish her. I started her in December of 2022. So by the end of 2023, I had her at 24%. The end of 24, I had her at 50%. And the end of 25, I had her at 77%. So she's been making like good progress every year. So it's just it's a very intensive stitch. So, but it's been wonderful. I did want to mention, let me see, my RPG character challenge. I finished February. That's from Michael of Uplift Stitches, and quite a few of us are doing his spreadsheet on creating a Dungeons and Dragons role-playing character. And in February, I got 600 points, and my class is Druid. So my species is Gnome, my class is Druid, and I guess it'll be April before you find out what March is, the characteristic. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I follow I Spy by Laura, Stitching by the Shore. And in March, the first one was 2 Shades of Green, and that's Pink Flamingo. Number 2 was Something You See in a Park, Whole Lot of Latte. I never go to a park that I don't see someone who's holding a coffee, and chances are one of them's going to be a latte. It starts with an R, is Mermaid's Realm. stripes. The cardinal, the northern cardinal, the tail is diagonal stripes, really clear. Number 5 is a Girl Scout cookie, and I haven't come across that yet. Number 6 is a lucky object. I haven't come across that yet. Number 7 is cat or a hat. And the sorceress, in spite of working on the owl and the raven, at her feet, at the bottom of her skirt, is a black cat. So I will be getting there, just not this month. Number 8 is something with seeds. I didn't have that one. And 9, found in a poem. I have to think about that one, and I haven't really had time to think about it. And number 10 was something springy, and that's my Spring Pots by Shannon Christine. Karen the Stitching Owl does Canada swaps a couple times a year. And this is about my, I think it might be my third, or no, it must be my 4th swap. And I got my swap the other day, and it's from Sharon, a fellow stitcher who lives in Quebec. And this is the card she sent me. And she sent me a tiny modernist pattern, which was on my list of things that I wanted to do. So I'm really happy to get this pattern so I don't have to buy it. And she sent me a tray. It's a snap tray, so it unsnaps. But it's a flamingo. I asked for an aquatic animal, and you always think of flamingo standing in water, searching for shrimp to eat. And I love the little boot. I think it's just adorable. It's so, well, you know, I already have another flamingo stitch on the go, so I think this is just a wonderful swap gift. And Sharon is such a marvelous, friendly lady. I'm so glad she was my partner this time. Thank you, Sharon. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is something I'm very excited about. It's in my plans. It's my biggest plan. Lola Crow has announced on March 20th the pre-sale for her new Stitch Along. It's going to be called Museum After Midnight. And I have to tell you, the hint she showed us was Hope, which is a blue whale skeleton hanging in the Natural History Museum in London in the UK. So I am so looking forward to what I think is going to be extinct animals in the past, because the Hope is a Victorian. So hopefully it'll be something wonderful. And in order to, I'm going to be signing up for it right away. I've got it written on my calendar. I got it, everything done. I wanted to show you a blast from the past. This is Lola Crow's Stitch Along, The Haunted Library. And let's see if I can do this right. The Deadly Aquarium. This fabric I dyed myself. And the Greenhouse of Oddities. As you can see, I love Lola Crow's, not horror, but definitely the spookier side of things. So I didn't do her bird stitch last year. And I am very excited to be able to do another one this year. So I just wanted to let everyone know that it's so much fun. labor intensive. I have to tell you, in order to stay up on her projects, you probably need to do 1,000 stitches a week. Just putting it out there. But please consider them because they're so much fun, and she's such a wonderful lady. And I got my fabric from Kaylee from February's that I haven't shown you yet, and this is called Sandman, and that's pretty good. It's pretty pinky, beigey. I get a fat quarter, but I'm not going to unfold the whole thing for you. And that was, I get her bright and her neutral. So I get 2 pieces of fabric a month. And the other one for February is Tickled Pink. And these are both 16 count. Now I got March's early. So this is Parquet. Also 16 count Ada. And I got Hydrangea. Hydrangea has lime green, purple, and aqua. And it's like, oh, I'm going to have to start another mermaid. I have one mermaid on the go, and I have another Joan Elliott's I'm looking at. I'm going, I might have to start another mermaid because this fabric is so perfect. So I want to thank you all for checking back, for coming, watching me, commenting, liking me, all those fabulous things we do to support each other. And I look forward to maybe seeing some of you on the Lola Crow Stitch Along. So stay safe, have fun, and be good to yourself. Bye.